Hi everyone, my name is Hannah. In this podcast, we're going to be talking about cancer education, cancer prevention, and why that should even matter to you. In this episode, we're going to be interviewing Jim, and we have lots of questions for him about Fight Pink, Uganda, and what's kind of next for us. We have lots of questions for Jim, but with the first one being, how did Eric begin? What's the start off with that?
All right, so it started like most charities. There was something that happened to the family. You know, Eric got sick as a young kid, and everything went okay during those treatments. But when he was 18 years old, he couldn't pee. We were in Augusta at the Masters golf tournament, and he flew home to California. When he got back, he went to the doctors, and the doctor basically didn't pull any punches at all, and he just literally said, "You have cancer." He had a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It was stage 2, so he caught it early, which was great. I mean, he said something right away, and that's what we've been teaching and preaching from the very beginning at Eric, is speak up. And when he got the treatment, a friend of mine, Cassandra, my co-founder of Eric, her mom had stage 4 cancer. She had breast cancer, but it was stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Eric had stage 2 once again. And the second day of treatment, her mom passed away during Eric's treatment. So we were like, holy moly, man, what are we going to do about this? And how can we make a difference with helping find cancer early, because it's obviously stage 4, you better chance of dying if unless stage 2. And in this particular case, that's the way it was. So we started messing around with how we can teach people how to recognize symptoms early. So somehow early recognition is critical came up through multiple different sessions, and we got to a point where we were able to start it back 13 years ago, and here we are today.
And what is your son's name?
My son's name is Eric.
I always love that connection, and it makes sense. So yeah. I love that you started this project and the nonprofit part, and I've just loved watching it grow over the years.
Yeah,
and
it's been fun watching it grow myself.
Yeah.
We didn't start off with any plan at all, but it's just kind of evolved, and now we're doing some pretty cool stuff all over the world.
Now you're all over the world. So that leads me to my next question. What is the project right now going on in Uganda?
Okay, so Uganda, we're pretty proud of that. It was kind of a transition between working at the schools, doing clinics with middle school kids, which was pretty cool at the time, but the pandemic kind of shut that down. So the opportunity came up for us to go to Uganda with a group called the Paul McBeth Foundation. Paul McBeth is probably the GOAT of disc golf. He's been around a long time, won a lot of world championships, sponsored. I think he's the first $1 million a year sponsored athlete for disc golf, which was
a big deal.
Pretty substantial at the time. And even till today, it's a pretty big deal. So we reached out to Paul McBeth Foundation. They met us at a hole-in-one deal in Kansas City, where Matt Bell made a hole-in-one, which was epic. And Paul himself was like, hey, we're really interested in what you guys are doing. And I was like, hey, we know you're going to Uganda. We'd like to go with you. We don't know what we want to do when we get there, but we want to kind of do some type of an event. So it ended up turning from a 1-week trip, and now it's almost been 3 years.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's really growing like crazy. We have like 7 or 8 full-time women that work with us over there. We go every day into villages, and we do breast self-exams. And they teach women how to check their breast on a monthly basis and really look for things that are this. You're looking for basic tumors or cysts that are this size right here. It's a 10 millimeter. Right. This is a Promise bracelet. Backing up a little, my partner, Carmen, started a business 10 years ago called Lady Be Well. And Carmen had these bracelets when I met him like 5 years ago in Croatia. So it was hanging on the wall after the pandemic, and I was like, what are we going to do next? And I'm looking at that bracelet, and what are we going to do? And I was like, I'm going to get
That's what we're going to do, yeah.
And it turned into like, here goes, man. Carmen's the same as I am, and we're like let's do this. And we ended up getting some more bracelets made. This is a combination bracelet between Eric and Lady Be Well. Lady Be Well was started to grow into more of basic women's health, not specifically just breast cancer, but that's where it started. But that's where it's ended up now. He's 100% on board with what we're doing with that. So you got fast forward 3 years in Uganda, it's growing like crazy. We're doing 6,000 people a month right now.
Okay.
And we're also teaching people how to do share it forward, like teach other people how to do the breast
Yeah.
self exams, which
Yeah.
would, if
Networking.
everybody just does one, and you got 12,000 people, so
Yeah.
it really can grow pretty quick. So we're making a big impact over there.
That's awesome. I love to hear that. What about, do you have any other chapters?
You know what? We do. We have there's 4 of us, including the U.S. chapter is a kind of a 4.5, and it's kind of like 2.5 men.
Yeah, perfect for you.
So yeah, so we from speaking of Uganda was doing such great work that a group from Kenya reached out to them and told them that they actually have a whole group of people that are already volunteering and that they want to become a Eric Cancer Initiative chapter in Kenya.
That's awesome.
So it's like grew like
growing.
crazy in Africa, and I know that can happen at the we've already had multiple interests from different countries, but the way that grew was they came in with a full team of volunteers. They were ready to go. They already seen what Uganda was doing, and they were super excited about it. So they're great. Kenya, thank you for what you're doing. And then we have Venezuela. JJ's been around for almost 8 years.
Really?
Yeah, JJ started back when we went to Worlds in 2016, I guess, and he, which is almost 10 years ago, we did a big promotion to try to get people on board of what we were doing with Eric, and he bought into the Speak Up mission, which is Habla Claro in Spanish, and he owns the Habla Claro all over Venezuela. Got a chance to meet him in Colombia. He's fantastic. And then we have a chapter in Colombia.
Okay.
That's a pretty cool setup.
And that one's with, you ran with a lot of,
Ultimate.
a lot of Ultimate.
There's a team from Medellin that's the Revolution. They're world champions. They have a group of about 200 women that are part of that club, and we have gone in and partnered with them where they have 14 part-time people that work 4 hours a week on a certain mission of different projects that Eric needs to do. So pretty cool.
Well, great.
Years ago, we did a program called Hut Cancer, and we did events all over the country. My buddy Matt would come video. It was awesome. We had all my kids would be on our teams, and we would raise, $20,000 or $30,000 during these events. So some things happened. We kind of got into a little battle with some people that thought they owned the name. So we ended up just saying, hey, we're just going to put that on hold right now. So it's kind of been burning at me to try to create another event type of a thing. And we started with you.
Yes.
You and I have been connected for a long time, and my daughter is best friends with Hannah, and it was and still is. And so we were talking about how we can. I love supporting Hannah, so I was like, "Hey, what can we do?" And I was like, because I like supporting people, but I like them doing stuff that helps Eric.
Yeah, we're good collab.
So we said, let's put an event together, and we called it Think Pink.
Yeah, we called it Think Pink.
So we were like, let's use it. And then it went amazing. Besides just smooth, and Hannah scored the winning goal. It really went well. It was in Turkey, and it pulled it off. Pink jerseys, survivors, flowers for the survivors, jerseys for everybody. It was just amazing. It was pretty cool. And then Hannah had better opportunities around the world, and here we are talking about what's next.
Which is Spain, which I'm very excited about.
It's pretty cool.
I might have to steal what's JJ's saying.
JJ is
what's his Speak Up?
We save lives.
We save life.
And what's his saying for Speak Up?
Habla Claro.
Yep, I'm going to take that to Spain.
You definitely should. You should Habla Claro for sure. And it's a big part of our message still, is because if there is something wrong with you, like meaning that you have a symptom that won't go away, speak up, and tell somebody. It's still very relative to what we do on a daily basis. So
I think with our Think Pink event eventually turning Fight Pink to be a little more unique and put a stamp on it.
We can own it, actually. We trademarked it, and we're gonna make sure it's there for everybody to use that wants to use it in the right meaning and to support what we're doing. We don't want all the funds and that's what a Fight Pink's all about, a Fight Pink event. We're wanting to create events, have the whole package ready to go, and if you run an event in your location and you're looking for a good cause to have, make it a Fight Pink event. And we'll provide everything. It's pretty much a one-stop shop. We have everything that you need, all the software to bring people in, raise some money. Like I said, what we like to do is work with local charities also. So a lot of times we go in and do kind of a 50-50 share with a local charity. you can help us raise the money. Half the money goes to Eric, the other half goes to a location in your community that you feel needs the money the most,
Yep.
which we're big on supporting that for sure. So
Jim's a big collaborator, so.
I do enjoy that. And that's a big part of what Fight Pink's all about. We need people doing it all over the world. So you're going to Spain, we're going to do a Fight Pink event.
Oh yeah,
Right?
oh yeah.
So we're doing these Fight Pink events all over the world. We're making it easy for you to do it. We'd love to work with you. I mean, we had the same thing going with Huck Cancer, a lot of momentum. We had one weekend, we had 5 Huck Cancers going on. San Diego, Iowa, Dallas, Chicago. It was so cool.
Well, we always wrap up our episode with some fun facts. Today's fun facts are how many chapters we have, which are
4.5.
4.5 chapters, which is
Uganda, Kenya, Venezuela, Colombia,
and half.
And Carrollton Farmers Branch, Addison.
Okay, that counts too.
You know why we have Metro Crest is because we have an amazing group here that they're called the I can't remember their name right now.
Is it us?
They're on our website, and they gave us a grant this year for $3,000. Thank you. It's the I call them the Red Hat Society, but it's not. It's a bunch of women that are just so passionate. Check it out. They're on our website. They're one of our partners, and please do. And we're looking for people to help us with volunteer too. We have a lot of opportunities for volunteer work. We have a program, just like one, we call it, it's like do it once. We're not expecting you to sign up for a year. Come in and help us with one of these Fight Pink events. We'll train you.
Sign people in.
Yeah, we'll train you. We've got a program with our partner VC Ultimate. Adriana, thank you so much for working with us. Our merch store is going to be where you'll get a code and you can actually get on there and order a shirt for you to have to wear at the event that you're going to be working at.
So we actually threw a lot of fun facts at you, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. And Jim, thank you for sitting down and giving us all of that information.
Glad to be here. Exciting.
If you want to run a Fight Pink event, or if you feel that there's a community out there, whether that's in a different country or your own community, that you feel that this is helpful, DM us and let us know through the Eric versus Cancer Early Recognition is Critical.org. Go check out the website and get in contact.
Join the fight.